Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, you might guess by the title, I am going to be swatching 31 of my Colourpop palettes, which is all of them. So yeah, I thought this would be a really fun idea because I know on the website it can be really tricky to see what sort of shades look like and things like that. So I'm going to make it as quick as I can, obviously showing you each palette and then the swatches. You might discover a palette that you think is like perfect for you. It might help you just know what to buy online because it can be hard sometimes, like when you can just see them on a picture. I thought it'd be really fun to show you guys. So I'm going to start off with my £9 palettes. I have got quite a few of them. I don't really know how many. I've got 12 and I think I'm like missing 2. So I don't have the brown sugar one and I don't have Sol one. So I'm starting off with the Lylat palette. It looks like this. Obviously these are all £9. I will tell you when I'm going to switch to the other ones. So this is what it looks like inside. It's really pretty. They said it was like a pastel palette, but when I thought they were going to come out with pastel palettes, I thought it would be like all pastels, like all different colour pastels, not just like a few pastel colours thrown in with purple. But that's just like my 2 cents on the matter. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling and swatch. I always love Colourpop's formula. They're always absolutely bomb. I just realised this is going to take forever, like actually forever. Okay guys, so I've decided this is going to be a Colourpop palette collection video because I don't feel like you're going to want to see all the swatches of every single palette. Like obviously if you have a request which palette you want me to swatch, I will do some swatches in a further video just of like one particular palette, but for now I'm just going to show you the palette up close and my personal opinion on it. So I've swatched the Lylat palette and here are the swatches for that. Now I'm only going to swatch the newer palettes, but if you do want to see any swatches of any particular palette that I didn't do, then let me know. So the next one I really love is the Honey palette. This is stunning. I do have Baby Got Peach as well, obviously I'm going to swatch these two. So I am going to swatch at the £9 the Honey palette, the yellow one, and the Baby Got Peach palette. So these are like the newest, as well as the Lilac one. So I'm going to do the Honey one first. This is what it looks like. I do like how Colourpop are, excuse me, can you focus? Thank you. I do like how Colourpop are including a glitter in their £9 now. I really love their glitters. Their pressed glitters are insane. I love all of their glitters in fact, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, so here are the swatches for the Honey palette. I did it kind of weird. So these are all the swatches. It's literally one of my most used £9 palettes because I'm obsessed with this glitter in the middle right here. So yeah, so that's one of my faves. I really love that. I've got a really nice look on Instagram if you guys need inspiration for yellow eyeshadow. So this is the other one that I'm going to do swatches for in the £9. This is the Baby Got Peach palette. This one was so popular, so popular, but I can't really blame anyone because look how gorgeous it is. Such a gorgeous palette. I'm obsessed. These shades are like all wearable, so I can see like literally anybody wanting to wear these because they're so pretty. Yeah, I can actually see myself using this palette a hell of a lot. I didn't actually get it the first time it came out. I was too late, so it sold out quite quick, like with I think it's like in a day or something. So I didn't actually get around to getting it. But I love how affordable the £9 are. They're really like, I think they're only like $12 or something. They're really affordable and everybody can wear them and the formula's just bomb. So anyway, let me just get into swatching this. Okay, so these are the swatches for the Baby Got Peach palette. I don't know how I'm swatching, but it's not working at all. So here are all the swatches for the Baby Got Peach palette. They're proper cute. This Hungry Ghost glitter, I'm obsessed. This is probably my favourite of the £9 palette. So this one is that it's my Pleasure palette. It's the purple one, and this one has a gorgeous formula. Honestly, I've used it for so many looks. This one has also, because it's one of the older ones, the more original ones, it has more shimmers in than mattes. It's got 5 shimmers to 4 mattes. So, and the other ones tend to have one glitter, a few shimmers, and mainly mattes dominating the palette. So my most used probably £9. Then we have Main Squeeze, which is also fairly new. This is gorgeous. As you can see, it's more matte dominated. We've got 4 shimmers to 5 mattes there, but again, beautiful. I don't really reach for this as much because it's more of like a darker sort of colour story. But again, I've done a few looks with this. It's gorgeous. And we have the Mar palette, and I haven't actually used this one yet. It's got a very weird colour story to me, but I do like the tealy blue sort of theme. So I'm a bit like, what look can I do with it? Because when I look at a palette, I'm like, does it inspire me to do a look? This one is a bit hit and miss really, isn't it? Because it's like, it's got a few colours of like neutrals and then it's got blues. So I'm a bit like, it's more like a palette I'd reach for if I wanted a colour out of it rather than to create a whole look with this palette like you can do with the other ones. So I found this quite strange. So this one's only got 3 mattes in. It's one of the older 9 patterns, so that's the Mar one. Then we have Blue Moon, which I was really excited about getting. This one's only got 3 shimmers, so that was really nice, surprising. This came out similar time to Blue Blood, I believe, if I remember rightly. I don't know if I got that right, so don't quote me. But I think I got this when I got the Bluebird palette as well, because I was really into blues, and honestly, oh my god, I reach for them both so much. This is gorgeous. The formula is so good. So they've got such gorgeous colours. They've got like duochrome shadow. This one flips blue. It's like a white pearlescent shadow, flips blue. So bomb. Then we've got the Strawberry Shake palette. This is, oh, I just nearly dropped it, I'm that excited. This, I don't know why they came out like pretty soon after the other strawberry palette I just showed you, but this one is gorgeous as well. This is probably more wearable than the other strawberry palette I showed you because it's got more like lighter colours, and they're just, I think they had too many like browns and deeper colours when you do need a few light ones to just like transition colours and stuff like that. I think the other one was lacking that, but this one has that, so it's got a good mixture of deeps and then lighter colours, and also a few shimmers popped in there. So I really like the colour story on this palette. It's a palette I could just pick up and do a look with, so I really enjoy palettes that are like that. So that is Strawberry Shake. Then we've got Orange You Glad, and I really like this palette. The glitter in here, I did a look with this, love it. It's one of my favourite looks I've ever done, but this is what this palette looks like. So that middle glitter shade, I think it's called Clementine, was so pretty. Oh my god, you guys have got to go on my Instagram and see these looks. They're so good, and they're simple looks, so you can do them like every day. I didn't want to do too drastic because I know some of my looks are more arty. With these, I kept it simple just so they could look at the look I've created and feel inspired and want to do it, and it's quite simple, so it's easy to follow like how I've created the look. So that's what I wanted these sort of looks to be. I'm trying to do one with every palette. I've done with the yellow, done one with the orange one, so I'm going through them very slowly. Then we have the Ooh La La palette. This was like what started my obsession with the £9 palettes. So this one's all pinks. Gorgeous palette. It's kind of like neon, this pink here. It's so like a proper hot pink. It doesn't look quite neon, but it does remind me of neon. So absolutely beautiful shades. I like how they've added some like neutrally pink colours as well. Then we have the Proceed with Caution palette, which was a collaboration with Shayla and Colourpop. Oh my god, my heart. Gotta be careful with this one. So my orange shadow focuses completely shattered on me and went everywhere, so this palette is kind of a mess. They have such a gorgeous colour story. I was so excited, and that was my favourite shade in it. I was gutted when this shade fell out. I almost thought like I was gonna get a new one, but I kind of repressed it, what was left of it. You can see there's like half left. Yeah, so that's the situation with this one. But Dead End and Warning are such gorgeous shadows. Like, oh my god, I was gutted when I opened this palette. I was showing my mum the Colourpop palettes, and I opened it and it literally completely shattered all over my floor, and I was like, no, why couldn't it be another shade? It was my favourite shade, always the way. And then we've got the Just My Look palette. So this one is the green one, gorgeous again. I have done a look with this as well. Absolutely stunning. So I've only done one look with this, but I really do like greens. I'm going to go on to the normal palettes. I'm going to do the newest first. Do you guys want to see swatches of all these? Because that's a lot of shades, like honestly. I might do a whole video on this palette, like a look with it. I don't know, I don't really feel like it's necessary to swatch them all, but this is what this palette looks like. So this is the new Disney collaboration called Midnight Masquerade. So this is their third, I think, collab, or is it second? Because they came up with 2 palettes on go, I think. I'll show you the other Disney ones as well, I've got them. But oh my god, when I saw this advertised, I was like, oh, these glitters here. I love Colourpop pressed glitters. So yeah, this is my new favourite palette from Colourpop. I just love the colour story because it's got neutrals, it's got colours, and it's got like in the middle are all like glitter, foil, shimmer sort of shades. But yeah, it would be nice to have a little mirrors there as well, like a little princess, like, you know, vanity. But anyway, that is the new Midnight Masquerade palette. I'm going to do a look with that and record it and then put it out on YouTube soon, so stay tuned for that. Then we have the Whatever palette. This one, oh my god, the packaging got me instantly. I love leopard print, so bomb. And there's just the little details, so cute. And inside, obviously, absolutely gorgeous. I love the colour story. It just literally screams fall to me. And you've got a nice pop for like the inner corner or something, and you've got a few darker shades as well that you can just pop in the centre. glitter, and I can just imagine all the halo eyes I can create with this. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. That Not Okay, how gorgeous is that copper? So pretty. So I'm really excited for this. I've already dug into Tardy so many times. It makes such a good inner corner highlight. The sparkle on this, oh, can I just swatch one? How pretty is that? Okay, so next up we have So Jaded. This one's massive. I think it's the biggest palette Colourpop I've ever done. This is in collab with Kathleen Lights. So I think it's a £30, is it? It's a £30 palette, the biggest palette they've ever done. So I really like how they've included a Super Shock shade, which is this one right here, called Diamond. Although I'm not sure if it's actually going to go very well in a palette, because obviously this is not sealed like how Super Shocks usually come. So this will probably dry out quite quick. You can already see it starting to crack. But yeah, it has glitters. Obviously this one is absolutely gorgeous. Shimmers and normal pressed powders in that. So I have been loving this diamond shade. I hope they come out with it in like a normal Super Shock, because I've got a feeling this is going to dry out really quick. I'm just going to swatch it for you guys so you can see. It's so beautiful. So that is Diamond right there. It's got like a sort of duochrome sort of look about it. I haven't really played with this palette that much, so I can't really say much about it, but it is absolutely stunning and I can't wait to dip into those glitters. Opal and Topaz, bomb. And I love how it's like gemstone themed, because I used to be obsessed with gems as a kid, so I was really excited about this palette. Okay, next I'm going to go into the California Love palette, which is probably my most used Colourpop palette. You can see I've panned this shade. This is like my everyday go-to palette. So this is my most used Colourpop palette. Gorgeous shades, obviously very neutral. This was bought out in the summer, so obviously warm sort of theme. I use this one and I use this one quite a bit as well. I sort of mix them and then put it on the lid, and then I usually pick one of the shimmers and just put that on the lid as well. They're gorgeous, they swatch beautifully. Let me show you some of the shades. So you can see this one's like metallic. They're just absolutely stunning. So this is one of my favourite palettes by far. If you're looking for a good neutral palette, I would definitely pick this one up. Okay, so the next one we've got is the Sweettalked palette. Now this one was really popular when it first came out, and I think it is still pretty popular. So again, like the Kathleen Lights one, they included a Super Shock shade, which is this one. This one hasn't actually dried out yet, but I really like using it as like an all over sort of shimmer shade. Absolutely stunning. That's what I mainly use the Super Shocks for, just for like a lid shade. And obviously it has a glitter and other pressed pigments in and shimmers. So I really like all the different finishes in this, and the colour choice is just absolutely bomb. You can make so many nice pretty looks with this, so this is one of my favourite ones as well. So the next up we have the Disney is it the Princess one? This was like their first collab with Disney. To be honest, I didn't think the shades were going to be that neutral when I first got it. Like obviously on the website you can see it's that neutral, but I thought sometimes like they look different in person. So I do like the layout of it though. With the Disney palettes, they have the shimmers in the middle. Yeah, they're sort of laid out the same. So the shimmers in the middle, they've got sort of sparkly ones on the bottom row, and then on the top they've just got all neutrals. But I really like it. Like it is nice when you want just a good transition shade just to reach for one of these, and I can do nice soft looks with it. I'm just not into super soft looks, so only like on the day-to-day basis. But they have their shimmers, they're so beautiful, they're really nice as lid shades and everything. So I'm obsessed with swatching the shimmers, guys. I'm really sorry, you'll have to bear with. So these are the shimmers from the Disney Princess ones. This one, oh my god, I'm obsessed. Thingamabob, it's cool. Okay, so next up we have the other Disney collab with the villains. This is the Misunderstood palette. Oh, this one got me so excited. I was more excited about this one than the other one because it's got more colour in it, obviously, you can see that. And it's got really nice sort of shade choices that I would wear. So you've got your neutral mattes, you've got mainly shimmers to be honest in this palette, but I like it just to wear as a topper because I have like a palette for every colour, like honestly, you've seen. So if I need like a colour that is shimmery, I can just literally reach in here because I've got most of them, can you see? It's a mainly shimmer palette. Absolutely gorgeous shades, and I use the white a lot because this is honestly the best white I've ever used, like just to blend out the edges of my eyeshadow. Really enjoy using this, so this is a real big hit for me. Then I've got one of your, I think it's the Build Your Own palettes. This is the summer one. Wait, I can't remember what it's called. This is the one where you like build it your own, but obviously because I live in England I can't actually get the like where I pick my own shadow because it was over 20 or something items, you're not allowed that, which is dumb. So I got the one that was like ready build that Colourpop advertised this summer. I can't remember what it's called. Here Comes the Sun, that's what it's called. So this one is called Here Comes the Sun. Obviously I got it because mainly the glitters are just absolutely stunning. We've got foils, shimmers, and the matte range is gorgeous. You could just do a lovely look with that. Like honestly, I can think of so many looks to do with that palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I know you can get the smaller ones, so I can't really complain, but obviously I like big palettes. So, and these aren't like massive either, they're it's just pretty. Like, it is something I would have picked if I built my own, so you know. Now I'm going on to the slightly older ones. This one is Yes Please. We all know this one, obviously. Gorgeous sort of colour range. It is warmed toned palette. I'm gonna kill my neighbour. Anyway, so it's got a few shimmers in, mainly mattes though, to be honest, but you can like create lots of different looks with this. Like, obviously it's a warm tone palette and it's got like orange and yellow sort of theme to it, which is really nice. One of my favourite ones, and I think this is like one of Colourpop's most successful palettes. Okay, so next we're on to the Salvage palette, which is gorgeous. I think this is a collab. Yeah, this was a collab with Becky G. Oh my god, I always take chunks out of shadows with my nail. Is anyone else like that? But I love the colours. If you put a blue in anything, it makes it so like popping, honestly. So we've got a few shimmers and mainly mattes, I've noticed. Again, fine, gorgeous. So she's done mattes with that you can create like a whole look with and then top it with something else, which I really like. I really like that idea. So you could like do a blue look with gold, or like a red and a neutral look with top with pink or something like that. You can just create so many looks with it, and I really like how she sort of thought out what looks you can create with it, obviously before finished. Cool. I really like how she's thought out the palette beforehand, obviously what sort of looks you can do with it. Okay, this is one of the first Colourpop palettes I actually got. This is the Chasing Rainbows palette. I don't know if they still sell this. This is so gorgeous. It is literally just like literally what I love. Bright, colourful, sparkly palette. So this one just has shimmers and mattes in. It has like a glittery sort of one there, but like not proper glittery. But this is gorgeous. It's got like different shades in it. It just gives me like unicorn vibes. So I really like this. When I saw it, I was just like, yes, it's mine. But you can do some like neutral looks with it. Obviously they've got softer colours, or if you're feeling braver you can do like a darker sort of look. But overall I really like this palette. It's so pretty. The packaging did kind of get me as well. And obviously I have their Give It To Me Straight palette, one of their most successful palettes I believe. So this is the Give It To Me Straight palette. Most of you have probably seen this if you're like a fan of nude palettes, because obviously it's very neutral. It's got like a warm sort of theme to it, autumny sort of vibes it's giving me. I'm not sure if this came out in the autumn, but it would suit it, to be honest. So it's got a few shimmers and mainly mattes in it. I've been going ham on this palette. I just love it. These two shades I mix together and then pick one of the shimmers, and boom, you got yourself a gorgeous day-to-day neutral look. We've not got many left, and hopefully my neighbour won't sabotage my video with his drilling. Okay, so next up we've got the lip palette, which is absolutely tiny. It's from Bretman Rock's collab with Colourpop. So this is the lip one, very warm tone. It's got a couple of shimmers in. I love how he named it after his niece as well. It's so cute. I'm a big fan of his sister as well. I really like her, and I really like how it's got glitter on the front as the packaging. It's really cute. I think they could have added a glitter in here though. Like, it is a really nice palette. Like, you can do a couple of looks with it, but I wish they would have added like a glitter in here like they're doing with the 9 pans. It wasn't really a thing then. Then we've got the wet palette, which is super cute as well. Obviously blue themed, very cool tone. You've got 4 shimmers and 4 mattes in there. So I haven't really played with this one. I have done looks with this shade in particular, the silver one. Very pigmented sort of shade. I'll just swatch a few of these as well. So those two, absolutely bomb. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do is Good Sport. This one, I found this quite like, not boring, but like hard to come up with looks within the palette that isn't purple. To be honest, like, I could do an easy purple look with that, purple, yellow, you know, that's quite in at the moment. But it's kind of got like green and a gold, and it's just sort of mismatched to me. Like, I can't look at this and think, oh, I'd do this look with it. Like, obviously the packaging matches it, orange and purple, but I can't really think of any look to do with it that isn't like super simple. So to me, I don't really reach for this one very often. I like the shimmer shade, but apart from that I don't really reach for it, which is such a shame because I thought I'd love this. Okay, this is the She palette. I think this is in a collab with Karushi? I don't know. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, this is a really nice neutral palette. So if you guys just want some neutral colours to play with, this can give you some really nice soft sort of looks. It's got a mixture of shimmers and mattes in, which is really nice. So I think this is quite a versatile palette. Again, I don't often grab for it, but now it's coming into like autumn sort of time, I probably will reach for it a bit more. Okay, then we've got the Zodiac palette. Now I didn't get this for a while. This is in collab with Kathleen Lights again. I'm gonna whack it. It has obviously got neutrals in, and I love how she's added the blue. Oh my god, I would do the same. But I feel like there's too many shimmer shades, what am I saying? Because you can't really create looks with just shimmers. Like, there's how many mattes? 5 mattes. out of a £12 palette, but they're all different colours, so it's kind of hard to create like looks because I like to do a lighter shade and then a darker shade and then my shimmer shade, so it's really hard for me to create a look just with this palette. But again, I don't really care, it's really pretty. This blue shade is just amazing. Let me show you guys, just stunning. Like, look at that. I know you can buy these individually now as well, just like one shade, so this will be my shade, even though my normal shade, which is my normal shade, I like how it's Zodiac themed as well. I really like the Zodiac stuff. Obviously Scorpio, I think she could have done way more purple for like a little scorpion, but yeah, that is just super cute. I sort of have them ordered in my drawer and I just tend to put that one at the back. I don't know why. You know when you like subconsciously order your palettes? Yeah. Now we have another collab palette, Through My Eyes, in collab with eyeshadow. This was one of the first ones I bought actually, I just remembered now. So love this one. It's got a lovely mixture of colours and neutrals, so this is actually like the ideal palette for me. So obviously pop of blue, winning, and it's got like pinks, it's got like this gorgeous, what am I saying, blue, it's green but it looks like turquoise, so you know, same sort of thing. But yeah, it's got a nice pop of colour, and then it's got like a, oh, this colour here, this, I used this with the look. This was the first shimmer I used from Colourpop. Can you guys see why I'm obsessed? Look how pretty that is. It sort of flips to peach. So gorgeous. Obsessed with that shade. Like, that is literally, I'm not even joking, this is what got me obsessed with Colourpop. But yeah, so it has gorgeous shimmers in this one and gorgeous mattes. They're so soft, they're like super soft, and that's what sort of got me hooked, because they were like so easy to blend, like almost effortlessly when I played with it, because this was the first palette I actually played with Colourpop. Yeah, I was really impressed and obviously super excited. And the last one I've got is the Perception palette in collab with Shayla again. I'm not actually sure on this because it is like a rainbow palette, right? It's got shimmers and mattes in. Good mix, I'd say. Probably not enough mattes for me. Like I couldn't just do one look with this. Like, well, actually I could do one look with this, but literally just one look or two orangey sort of tone looks. But it would be like a palette I reach for, just like dip into the colours. Although I do, when I use my neutral looks, I could literally use any of these. So it'd just be this side I don't really use, but yeah, I do like it. I like the look of it. I like the design of the palette. I think it's really nice, and I like how we've got a mirror inside that as well. I do prefer the Proceed with Caution. Oh, the Proceed with Caution collab she did with Colourpop though, in compared to this, because there is like, it's more versatile. You can do more looks with it. I suppose if you pair them together, it would make a quite nice sort of look. But yeah. Okay, so that is all 31 of my Colourpop palettes. I was originally going to swatch them all, like I said at the start, and I sort of changed my mind, which will obviously be reflected in the title. I just thought you guys are going to get bored if I sit here and swatch all of my palettes. But if you do want to see a palette that I didn't swatch, I did try and do a few colours every other palette or something. I wanted to do mainly the new ones, but some of the new ones, like obviously they're quite big, so it would have took me a while to swatch them. And obviously I don't think they'll fit on my arm, and you guys know me, I'm crap at swatching. Alright, so if you have any questions or any requests, leave them down below and I'll definitely get back to you on that. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and I hope it did help, because it's sometimes better just to see them in person rather than on the website or in pictures, because it can be hard to sort of tell the shade and how light or dark a colour is. And hopefully some of the swatches helped as well. I did try and swatch as many as I think you guys would like to see without getting too bored, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.